Guys, welcome back. We got another math notes here to look at. We're in section 5.1.2 and we're going to be talking about continuous and discrete graphs today. This is a topic that comes up periodically when you start talking about statistics in particular in making graphs. And basically it comes down to when the points on the graph are connected and it makes sense to connect them, the graph is said to be continuous. If the graph is not continuous and is just a sequence of separate points, the graph is called discrete. For example, the graph below left represents the cost of buying X t-shirts, and it is discrete because you can only buy a whole number of t-shirts. You would never buy half a t-shirt or quarter t-shirt. You can only buy a whole number of t-shirts. The graph furthest to the right is the cost of buying X gallons of gasoline, and it's continuous because you can buy any non-negative amount of gasoline. So you can buy half a gallon, you can buy a quarter gallon, and that gets into one of the big differences between discrete and continuous. So discrete come in whole units. And continuous can have fractions of units or decimals of units, right? There's a little connection here to English for those of you that are, feel solid with your grammar. Anything where you would use the word fewer is a discrete variable, and anything where you would use the word less is a continuous variable. Things that are discrete are also said to be countable. So you have one t-shirt, two t-shirts, three t-shirts. Continuous variables you have to measure. So you would measure how much gas is in the tank. You wouldn't count how much gas is in the tank. So let's look at a couple examples here on the next slide. Label the following variables as discrete or continuous. Justify justify your answer. So in the first one, the number of apples on a tree. Well, we can count the number of apples. We don't generally have half apples on a tree. So this would be a discrete variable. And if we were graphing it, we could do that with disconnected dots. People entering a store at each hour. Well, that is again countable. We're not dealing with half of people or quarter of people. You have one person, two people, three people, so on and so forth. So that would be discrete. Speed, I'm not going to count that I'm going 60 miles per hour. I'm going to have to measure it, and then I can go 60.1, 60.2, 60.3, etc., etc. So that is a continuous variable. All right, I'm going to let you guys fill out the rest of these, have them ready for class, and we'll talk about them then. Some of them are up for debate, so don't forget to justify why you chose discrete or continuous. Thanks, guys.